So when it comes to the word luck, it seems that they don't know where it came from. They don't know what's the reason or what was the source behind it, and that's why they call it luck.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I think it's just a brilliant word that is given to sound professional.
Never start your day on low battery. Recharge with collusion.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, because the concept of luck,
It's spiritual.
it's spiritual.
Things like, oh, that's karma.
Yeah,
That's spiritual.
Yeah.
People use the word a lot here.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot nowadays.
Yeah.
They don't want to sound spiritual, but it's spiritual.
It's
What is
spiritual.
karma?
Yeah.
It's not scientifically explained.
exactly.
The universe is not intelligent enough to pay back good,
Yeah, exactly.
bad for somebody
Yeah.
who did bad.
Yeah.
Recharge with collusion.
The fact that my parents are from Pakistan, they have been here already for quite many years.
Recharge with collusion.
Yeah,
You
I'm
studied biochemistry or what?
chemical engineering, so I'm a scientist basically.
So basically, you understand what
Yeah.
it means to work with the chemicals. Tell us a bit more.
Yeah.
You have to believe on the chemical elements and stuff. Tell us a little bit of what it means to work as a chemical engineer.
It's quite fascinating, and of course, whenever we come up with some new theory or some conclusions, we need to base that on some data or some facts that we usually collect by experiments.
So you have to base it on the data. Does that affect your spiritual life?
Kind of. In my spiritual life, it does make me think that what was the reason behind certain things, and that's probably the biggest thing, how it has affected, to try to discover the reason behind certain things. And in many things, then I realized that it's God who's behind many things that has occurred in my life and other people's lives.
I went to the supervisor one of those days and just said, "Hey, it's Friday," with the excitement, and he was like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
It's bad luck though. It's bad luck Friday because it was on the 13th of a month, and I was like, well, I don't really believe in bad luck, but yeah, it's Friday anyhow. And so it got me thinking after I left him that he doesn't believe in God. No. He is very scientific. He believes in empirical facts.
Yeah.
He believes in the figures. He believes in what has been researched.
Yeah.
And it got me thinking how he would believe that a number 13, a day without scientific proof was going to bring a bad luck. Oh man. There's no proof to that.
Exactly.
Why he believed that, I don't know. So it got me thinking, so that although he is a scientist, there's a part of him that still believes that there's something supernatural that cannot be explained.
Very true. Yeah, that's how it seems to be.
Yeah, that there's something supernatural that even though we're trying to push God away from the university, from our educational system, I believe. What do you think? That there are certain things natural, there are certain things supernatural. So, how many people believe? Do you believe on this good luck and bad luck thing?
Well, I have to admit that since I believe in the God of the Bible, I know that there is a world beyond what we can see as a supernatural realm, a spiritual world.
So, in your own definition, what do you think? What would you say luck is? What is luck? L-U-C-K.
Yeah, people probably think that it's either something bad, considering bad luck. It's something good that happens to people, or something bad that happens to people, and they cannot explain it with natural facts.
Okay.
And in terms of good luck, it's something good that happens to them, and they're not able to explain it. Yeah.
All right. So I feel that that's a word that is given to something you can't explain.
Yeah, exactly.
So when science cannot explain it, when physics cannot explain it, chemistry cannot explain it, and all of that stuff cannot explain it, then we just give it a name.
Exactly.
It's luck.
Yeah.
Perhaps just because we can't explain it should tell us that there's something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when it comes to the word luck, it seems that they don't know where it came from. They don't know what's the reason or what was the source behind it, and that's why they call it luck.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
I think it's just a brilliant word that is given to sound professional. So you don't want to sound spiritual.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you can say it's God.
Yeah.
So how are you going to say this, but you can't say this is scientific or this is mathematical or economically explained? Okay, it's just luck.
Yeah.
So I think that word is something that have been created not to sound supernatural.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. People don't probably realize the fact that that actually it is supernatural. As a word, it sounds very like common, and they just say it without thinking what's the meaning behind it.
I think I would love to say this, that it's not luck, it's God.
Yeah.
So for every time people say good luck or this is good luck, I'd rather say no. It's the hand of a supernatural.
Yeah.
And because you can't explain it, maybe I can.
Yeah.
Maybe you can. Because we understand that life is not all natural.
Exactly. Yeah.
There are certain things that is natural. Admit it.
Yes.
But
Indeed.
there are certain things that cannot be explained naturally.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for those who are questioning whether there is a God or something, so the next time you see something that looks like luck, I want you to know that's the hand of a supernatural thing. And luck is the word people use when they cannot explain it.
Indeed. Yeah.
That's what. So they don't sound foolish, stupid. So they just said it's luck because we can't explain how it happened, but it happened.
Yeah.
How you got the job beyond the fact that you don't qualify, but you got it.
Yeah.
Well, that's luck. How you came through, even though all things look impossible. Well, that's luck. I think if we can go a little bit further to go think through, we will find out we are closer to finding that that's God.
Yeah. Very
and
true.
not luck. So for those who think that they believe in luck, I think you're spiritual.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, because the concept of luck
It's spiritual.
It's spiritual.
Things like, oh, that's karma.
Yeah.
That's spiritual.
Yeah.
People use the word a lot here.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot nowadays.
Yeah.
They don't want to sound spiritual, but it's spiritual.
It's
What is
spiritual.
karma?
Yeah.
It's not scientifically explained.
Exactly.
The universe is not intelligent enough to pay back good,
Yeah, exactly.
bad for somebody who did bad.
Yeah, indeed.
There's
exactly.
no scientific intelligence to that.
Yeah, totally agree.
So even the word karma is
It's spiritual in essence, yeah.
So although people are trying to keep being natural, the side of us that tells us that we are not just natural.
Yeah,
beings.
yeah. That's very true.
That we are body, soul, and spirit.
Yeah, very true. The fact how people use these words, it kind of shows me that there's some knowledge within them that that there is a spiritual world, although they might not be so much aware of that.
Although they might not accept it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because to explain it natural, we are not brave enough to accept that it's supernatural.
True. That's true.
What I want to do is to challenge the fact that it's intelligent to know that you can't explain everything. It doesn't make you stupid.
Yeah, yeah.
That it's intelligent to know that there are certain things that cannot be explained naturally.
True.
Because the word we live in is not only a natural word.
Yeah.
There is a supernatural side of life.
Exactly. Very true. Yeah. Collusion, you're so right. Like there is supernatural side of life, and people seem to deny it, but still somehow accept it.
Yeah.
Like somehow have some kind of idea within them.
They deny it.
Yeah.
But they are accepting it in the words.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of like that.
Yeah. And looking at what's happening in the world now, and what's happening also in Finland now, it seems that people are getting more towards like spiritual stuff as well. Not talking about like the God of the Bible, but other spiritual stuff, because there is all kind of spiritual stuff available, and to be honest, I know that all of them are not from the God of the Bible, from Jesus. And if we look statistics, we can see nowadays that exceedingly amount of people are trying to go to those sources, maybe to find some satisfaction or some fulfillment for some emptiness or longing within them.
You know, brother, I think that this is a wake-up call for us Christians, because we have to realize the people, even though they don't accept God, but they are looking for something supernatural.
Exactly. Yeah.
Not just church. Something supernatural, an experience that is beyond just religion. They want a demonstration of the power of God. They want to see God at work. Not just an activity and a routine. You were telling me a story how what made you born again was when you saw a pastor cast out a demon.
Exactly.
That is a demonstration of power.
Yeah.
That wasn't just church. Tell me a little bit about it.
Yeah. So basically, as I told in the beginning, I was born here. I grew up here, and of course, not knowing the Lord, I thought that maybe it's just this world. I thought maybe God exists, but I wasn't so aware that, or never thought that there is actually a spiritual world until something happened.
Oh.
That made me think about it. So basically, we had a camp with Pakistani Christians, and we had a guest speaker coming there. And he went there with my parents and with my sister. I managed to make an excuse that I have exams, and that's why my mom allowed me to stay at home. Back then I was in high school. And when the camp ended, the pastor came to our home for some reason before my parents. And just to be kind, I tried to ask him that, how was the camp? And then he started telling me about this casting out of demon, that he cast out 2 demons from 2 different people.
Whoa.
And having grown up here and not believing in not being aware of this spiritual, so I thought to myself that maybe he's just thinking that these things happen, that doesn't really happen nowadays anymore. Maybe it happened during Jesus' time, but not anymore. We're living in this scientific world. And later on, my mom and my sister came, and they were telling me everything that they saw, and I knew that they cannot lie. So they told me that they saw this woman being prayed over, and suddenly her voice changed, and some other person seemed to speak out of this woman and saying that I will kill this woman. And while the pastor kept praying, she got delivered. With loud voice, this another being speaking from within this person left. And that day I realized that we're not just living in physical realm, but there's a spiritual realm. And it also made me realize, when I think about it now, that even in spiritual realm there seems to be 2 sides. There seems to be the evil side that wants to destroy people's life, and then there seems to be a good side which has to do something with Jesus.
Never start your day on low battery. Recharge with Collusion.